guys, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I am the INSANEBRIT, and this is this week's News Friday, where I talk about all week's gaming news, gaming topics, and anime releases, etc., etc. We've got some anime news, but the breaking news today, or the past few days, has Sony plans to let PC owners play PS4 games. How is this going to be done? Well, this is going to be done through the PlayStation Now subscription service. It announced an extension to the PlayStation Now streaming service in a blog that gave no date about when this is going to happen, all the games that are going to be available, unfortunately. But it is going to be, they are going to be having trials of it on small scale over the next few weeks. Many people use the PlayStation Now to stream older games to the PS3 to the PS4. Currently, I think there's 483 games available to stream right now. Brian Dunn, a spokesman for Sony, said in a blog that the standard subscription for PlayStation Now would have access, give you access to PlayStation 4 games. In the UK, subscription now is £13 a month, $20 if you're in the United States. He did not give no indication of what games will be available via the streaming service. He said that PC gamers were actually very keen to try out PlayStation exclusives, such as Resogun, Bloodborne, and Order 1886, along with Horizon Zero Dawn. However, it's unlikely any of these titles would be available straight away, because they're early life, like Killzone is what they're saying, you know, like year one kind of games coming out, etc., etc. It requires a fast connection speed, he's saying, at 5 megabytes per second for the actual service. And they will begin active, these trials will begin out to active subscribers over the next few weeks. There's so much to decode about this whole situation, but it is unreal. It might take me a while, so please bear with me. So I just spent $250 on an Xbox One. I spent $350 on a PS4. Again, this is my choice. I will not deny that. My choice. I'm very lucky enough. I'm lucky enough to do that. Not a lot of people can do that. That's fine. I spent $800 and something. I think it's $850 on a PC. So I spent a combination of £1,500 plus for 2 consoles and a PC, when in reality, due to this bullshit that they're doing now, well, there's some good and there's some bad there, I could have spent $800 on a PC, or no, let's call it $1,000 even, just to get a better PC, a better graphics card, and said, hey, I've got a £1,000 PC, and I pay £13 a month for subscription for your exclusives. Don't even need the consoles. So I could have saved my ass £400 or £500. That is ridiculous. If you're a PC gamer, you're good, you're fine, you're happy, you're cool. If you're a console gamer, you're kind of disappointed and frustrated at that, because you spent money and you could have played it on a PC. Now, there are plenty of factors playing in here. There's a lot of indications about your preference and everything else. So let's go down the list. So I'm a Sony fanboy, I admit this. I play Xbox One, but I am a Sony fanboy. I buy PlayStation all day long. I grew up with it, it's whatever, right? We saw exclusive jump ship to Xbox One, which I was pissed off at, Tomb Raider. We saw Metal Gear Solid do it, and we're talking about Crash Bandicoot doing it as well. I went on a rant about it in one of my previous videos about a Crash rant or something I called it, I don't know, in my News Friday a few weeks back. And I feel very, very frustrated at this, because it kind of wears down the consoles, and it comes down into a few factors. And in the next console generation, we have to be careful, because, especially Sony, because now you're giving away your exclusives to other places, which means, why do I have to stick around to play your console? Why? If I can now just say, Xbox Scorpio comes out, a PC graphics card, I don't know what the latest one is, 1080 or a Titan. Let's call it a Titan, right? Big motherfucker. Overpowering it. It's like putting a fucking Ferrari engine in a fucking Mini Cooper. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Whatever, right? Let's just say that, right? So I can invest £500 or £600 into a graphics card, and I will get better graphics and all that shit, and I'll be good. I can play anything for about 2 or 3 years, I think, anyway, at least, on high, blah, 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 epic graphics, and then pay you a measly 13 quid a month to get games that I want to play, even though they're old or whatever, it doesn't matter. I can just sit there and wait, it doesn't matter. If I'm used to sitting around for 6 months waiting for Steam to have a fucking sale, waiting a year for you motherfuckers to release Rise Till Dawn or Uncharted won't make a difference. It really won't. So also, you know, all right. So you got these. So that's my opinion. If you're a PC player, if you're a PC gamer, you can just upgrade. But anyone with a console and a PC, even a shitty PC, can pay that kind of money and go to PC gaming. Now, like I said, it does come down to a few factors. One, you've got fanboys like me who will buy the PS4, and that's what they're counting on. But it's scary because there are a lot of fanboys, so-called fanboys, will switch. Even if you're on Xbox, you'll switch to PC, or if you're PS4, you'll switch to PC. The only people aiming to benefit from this, well, there's a lot of people benefiting from it, but is PC itself, because most people will go, well, fuck the consoles, because I can just get better graphics on a PC. Now, if you don't play PC or can't play PC, then you might stick to consoles. Pretty much like me. I play strategy games on the PC, but I don't fuck with shooters on the PC. I just don't bother with it. I'm not into it. But I could. I got the joypad. And with joypads now being accessible as well, more people who play the console are going to find PCs more accessible. And the fact that even if a parent buys an £800 PC for work or whatever, it does multiple things. You can use it for work, for school, for gaming, for a variety of things. YouTube. You can use it for a shitload of stuff. So, you know, there's multi-use there, where a console doesn't do as much as that. You know what I mean? Also, you can have people who are on consoles who stick with those consoles to play with their friends, right? That's a given. That is no doubt about that. I only bought the Xbox One, I won't lie, to play Halo and Gears, and I can play that essentially now, or Viri on the PC to a point. I don't know, or Gears anyway. Oh, we'll wait for Halo, who knows? I don't know. But I'm just giving you an example of the problem here, of where these exclusives that we buy, the reason we buy your console for, is now switching to PC, doesn't warrant me wanting to buy the next console generation. And the last thing I want to talk about with this situation is power. That's the key thing, power. So, we've already had like an arms race or console race, as it were. The PlayStation 4's out, the Xbox out. Which one is better? PS4 slightly better, Xbox better for this, better for that, la 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 la. Wait a minute, the PS4 Pro's coming out. Let's switch to PS4 Pro. I see a shitload of them today in CX, all traded in PlayStation 4s because they went for the Pro. People bought the Pro. People talk about trading the Xbox One, and then the Xbox One S come out with 4K. Now they want the Scorpio. Now the Scorpio comes out. Blah, blah, blah. And it goes on like this. It's been going on for 2 or 3, well, it's going to be going on for the next 1 or 2 years. And people are eating it up. People will get smarter eventually, I won't deny. But now it becomes a power race. Which console platform is the most powerful? Without doubt, it's a PC. Without doubt. But so, for whatever reason, in hysteria, people are buying these new consoles. Oh, Scorpio, oh, the PS4 Pro. Alright, it's coming out, blah, blah, blah. However, long term, and I mean the next console generation, when the Scorpio hits, the PS5 hits, and the PC hits, why are people going to go to those respective consoles and pay and waste hundreds of pounds when they could spend 600 right now and be good for the next 2-3 years? That's what we have to look out for. But like I said, the 3 remaining factors are friends, preference, and power. Those 3 preferences are going to be the key defining factors. You'll have some fanboys, but the people coming into gaming, you know, I think, you know, out the war with this console war, the next one or whatever console's powerful, I think is going to win out. I mean, I've already kind of learned that in my opinion. As a fanboy of the PS4, I'll probably buy the PS4. But that's me being a fanboy. Not everybody's a fanboy. But I think a lot of people are going to switch to whichever console is the most powerful. And those who are willing to switch to PC or think it's better and worth saving money and can play PC or enjoy PC more will just buy a Titan X or a 1080 or whatever the hell it is. Anyway, guys, that's my opinion on that. Let me know what you think in the description below. I'm sorry, in the comment section below. Right, what's our next story?
Hey guys, sorry if it's a bit dark in here. I have switched on my headset because that microphone, I won't lie, it's pissing me off. It's a bit too inconsistent for my liking, so I'm going to use the headset for these recordings from now on. It frees up my hands or arms or whatever. And, you know, unboxings and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the future because that mic is pissing me off. It's okay for recording gameplay, but it's a little bit annoying as fuck to record this. So that's why I switched it, by the way. Sorry if it's a bit dark in here. I still haven't got a proper light. It's light's a piece of shit. But anyway, moving on with our next story. It is about Outlast 2 apparently has been, well, it's not surprising really, has been banned in Australia Yes, indeed. For fuck's sake, ridiculous. So let's read the story in itself. In a ruling issued on March 15th, 2017, the Australian government's classification board stated that Outlast 2 has been identified to depict the following: express or otherwise deal with matters of sex, drugs misuse, or addiction, crime, cruelty, violence, or a revolting, abhorrent, apparently that's a word, abhorrent phenomena in such a way that they offend against the standards, get this guys, of morality, decency, propriety, generally accepted by reasonable adults, to the extent that they should not be classified. Okay. So many things to say on that. It is unreal. First of all, Australia, you're fucking retarded for that shit. So apparently, Australians do not drink, they do not have sex, they do not fucking swear, and all the rest of that shit. Apparently they don't. Apparently they cannot comprehend that due to their pure morality. First of all, I will say 100% bullshit on that. And everyone fucking knows it. Why? Because they're human beings, and everybody does that shit. The fact that it's depicted in a game and should be rated 18 plus is absolutely fine, and the idea that an 18 or 21 year old, just call it 21, just if you're going for the USA style of it, you know what I mean, 21 plus whatever, as a full adult, cannot fucking make a decision to buy a game or blah 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 whatever and see that shit. It is retarded in itself. You're making it be the max highest rating there is possible, so I assume in Australia it's 18, so they should be able to buy that kind of shit. You talk about morality, Australia. I'm not going to go into politics because it's too big, it's too much, it's not a political show, and all the rest of it, but some of the shit you are letting into your country, it is beyond me. It's almost like saying we're letting. I'm not going to say what it is, but if you're Australian, you'll know, and you should know. But if you don't, you don't. But it's almost like saying this piece of medium, this paper or book or game in this instance, is offensive, even though everyone does it and it doesn't matter, and everyone around the world fucking accepts it. It is what it is. It does not. It's not going to go make your child go kill someone, whatever. This is a game. It is not allowed to the left. On the other hand, you're letting in certain, how do I put this, individuals into your country, or people, that can possibly harm your own people, or products or other things that are majorly fucking dangerous, imported into your country. So you're worried about a fucking game and you talk about morality, when in actual fact you're putting your very own people in danger already with certain individuals let in your country who will do physical harm to them. I'm not going to go down that route, but it is a reality, and to ignore it and anything over else, well, you're just a fucking idiot. And it's not the Australian people that I blame or anything like that. No. I couldn't care less. Good luck to them, and I feel sorry for them having to pay $80 for a fucking game. The government sucks dick, and you need to change that shit. Get someone in there to represent the real people. You know what I mean? Possibly a fucking gamer, who knows? But you know what I mean? Just retarded. So the decision in itself is backwards. Kotaku apparently noted that the demo for Outlast 2, released on September 16th, received an R18 plus rating, which acknowledged the game's high impact, violence, blood and gore, strong themes, moderate language and mild nudity. Outlast 2 will not see a release date in Australia unless the developer, Red Barrels, I think that's what, decides to resubmit the game for reclassification with changes that would help their work meet Australia's rating guidelines in a manner that appeases the classification board. So they will publish the game and let it in, but they have to abide by that country's particular ruling. It's ironic, like I said before, but at the same time, they're going to get a dumbed down version of the game. Not realistically a real representation of what the game's supposed to be. We in the Europe or the UK specifically I'm speaking from the UK's point of view. When you bought South Park Stick of Truth, they edited all the good stuff out, all the hardcore stuff, left it in the USA version. We couldn't get it, so that was retarded. As obviously they banned it in Australia. Oh hell yeah, they would. You know what I mean? Until 2013, Australia's highest classification rating for games was MA15, meaning games had themes unsuitable for above the years of 15 years of age would be refused classification. In 2011 of July, after years of contentious lobbying, fucking hell, all Australian state governments finally agreed to begin the process of introducing R18 for video games in the same manner that existed for films since the 1970s. Jesus. Because of the historically narrow scope of Australia's video game classification system, many significant games have been banned from the country, including Fallout 3. It was initially banned in 2008 for portraying morphine to have a positive effect. That's quite funny. And which encouraged Bethesda to rename the drug Med-X in all versions of the game since the installment of the R18 rating for video games titles that have been refused classifications, including Hotline Miami 2, Wrong Number, Hatred, and South Park Stick of Truth, although South Park's offending content was eventually humorously edited for the region. Okay, so they did get it, but it was edited. Outlast 2 was originally due for release in the end of 2016, but was eventually delayed until April 25th. And Red Barrels also recently announced Outlast Trinity, a physical collection of all 3 Outlast games, also releasing on April 25th. So yeah, April 25th you can buy the trilogy of the game on the PlayStation 4. I don't know if it's on Xbox. I think it might be. I think it is. But I haven't checked it out myself. Also, in this week's final piece of in this week's News Friday is some breaking news with that actually. Is March 24th, 2017, the creator of Berserk is going to kickstart the manga. Redo it. Well, not redo it, sorry, continue it, my bad. He says he plans to release a special 100-page booklet featured in the 7th issue of Young Animal magazine. Never fucking heard of it. Probably in Japan, obviously. Or wherever it is. And then it will return to a monthly release schedule. So the manga is back after... And there's no date. March 24th. So after March 24th, the 100-page booklet, every month after that, you will get a next section of it. Very exciting to continue the series. I know my friend Kels will be into that. I don't read the mangas. I never read mangas. I know. It's just the way I am. But the good news is, after that, we apparently are also getting, there is a trailer for it, a second season is being made. Now, I bought the first season of the 1997 version. I recommend you buy that. Politics, war, relationships. Oh, man, it is fucking phenomenal. And, you know, the heartbreaking thing about this anime overall was the fact the way it ended good. And I say good, it ended on a cliffhanger. And right away you're like, where's that next episode? Where the fuck is season 2? And it wasn't there. And I feel so sorry for Berserk fans. I got into the game late, and even now I'm just watching the anime anyway. They're making the 2016 version, which is all the 3D animation will be in it as well, which I'm interested to see. Which is apparently, I think there's something available on Amazon to pre-order. I'm not too sure what that is, but if it comes out and I see it's different from what I've got, I will buy it, and if not, I won't bother buying it, obviously. But definitely interested in seeing that. So season 2, there is no release date, but there is a trailer for it. I'm interested in it dubbed. I want it ported over to the UK ASAP. Maybe the same time as USA, preferably. Anime's got a lot more mainstream now, so I'm hoping we're getting releases a lot quicker. I also have an anime unboxing coming up in the next few weeks, and hopefully that's a 2-parter, by the way, but I'll put the videos together for you guys. So yeah, also guys, there is a food review tomorrow, so check that out. I didn't take a picture of it to upload to Instagram, but you can follow me there as well if you want. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All links in the description below. Don't forget to check out my affiliation with Razor.com. That's also in the link in the description below. Let me know what you think in the stories of that I said today. Also, the simulations will continue. Nobody's given me any feedback on my commentary. Nobody said if it's good, it's bad, it's shit, it's terrible, or you turn the sound off. I also have an England simulation coming up as well, that I've also done commentary for. By God, I'm unsure of that one as well, but I think it's a lot more entertaining. I do England international simulations, but you probably haven't seen them if you're new here, because I haven't got a section for them on my channel. I just haven't got the space, because I do so much other stuff. What else is there? There's something else I was supposed to say, and I can't think what it is. Again, no one's really giving me any feedback on that. Oh, Lithuania. the next qualifying round for England International is not the Lithuania or whatever. It's not on FIFA 17, so I cannot do that, unfortunately. I have to skip to the next one. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this show, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.